Hey guys, today we're going to be playing with some new Chanel makeup. I don't think I've been this excited for a release from Chanel in a really long time, but I couldn't be more excited to try this stuff with you. So we've got the Mediterranean Quad, which looks so beautiful, even more beautiful in person. And then we've got two illuminating blushes. We have this shade, which is Brun Russi. I'm sure I'm mispronouncing that. Brun Russi. And then we have this shade, which is Peche Rosé. Oh, so gorgeous. Of course, I'll be doing swatches and everything for you. And then I got two of their lip balms that come in this white packaging. I got My Rose and Dreamy White. So we'll be playing with that as well. So I'm not sure what collection this is called or part of. This just sort of popped up in like the new arrival section at Chanel. I actually purchased these off of Nordstrom when I saw them pop up. And I think there's like one like blush stick that I did not pick up and I'm still thinking about picking up. That is only on the Chanel site that I saw, not on Nordstrom. But anyway, I thought I would do like close to a full face of Chanel today since I do have so much Chanel makeup. And I thought I would start with the Le Beige Water Fresh tint. This seemed like the right mood for this collection. I think this collection is either cruise or spring, not sure. Anyway, I have the shade Medium Light, and I'm just gonna pump maybe 2 pumps out onto the back of my hand. And then you definitely need a denser type of foundation brush to work with this to kind of break up the beads in there, the pigment beads. And I'm just gonna blend onto my face. This is such a gorgeous product. It's so sheer, but it does something really beautiful to your skin. It's almost like their 804 lip gloss. It's like nothing, but a lot of something all at the same time. Next, I'm going to throw on some of my Chanel concealer in the shade 20 and just hit underneath my eyes and then some spots on my face here. And I'm going to take the same brush that I used for my foundation and just press all of that in together. And the only Chanel powder that I have is their old loose powder. So I just pulled out my Koh Gen-Do natural lighting powder, which I enjoy more anyway. So I'm going to use this to powder my face just a little bit. I don't really want to get rid of this gorgeous glow, but just set it down a little bit. All right, let's go ahead and start with these illuminating blushes. So again, I've got the shade Peche Rosé, and here is a swatch of that. And that is actually swatched next to the deeper shade, which is this Brun Russi. Now, I don't know, I didn't really have plans on how I was going to use this particular blush because it is very deep for my skin tone. And bravo to Chanel for coming out with a blush for deeper skin tones. I think that's really beautiful. And this one, I think will work for a very wide range of skin tones. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply this and then we'll figure out how to throw this in, maybe further back for like a little contouring or something. We'll see. All right, I've got my Surratt cheek brush. I'm just gonna pick up a little bit here. And these blushes have like a really subtle, slight kind of metallic sheen to them. There is micro glitters in the deeper shade, which I don't think will translate onto the skin because it's very sparse, but there's just a little bit that I see in the pan. I don't see any in this shade. I hope you guys can see that slight golden metallic sheen to it. Ooh, it's just beautiful. Really beautiful. Even though it's freezing here where I live, this is already giving me kind of like summery, springy vibes. Oof, that is gorgeous. And I think now that I've worked into the pan a little bit, I think you can see the golden sheen in the pan a little bit more now. Oh, it's so beautiful. It's subtle, which I think is what makes it so beautiful. All right, let's see what we can do with this deeper shade here. I'm going to use the same brush because this is a Surratt cheek brush and it has a very light touch to it. I don't want to use anything too dense with the shade that's obviously too deep for my skin tone, but I'm just going to place it maybe a little bit back here, maybe a little bit underneath my cheekbone here. We'll see what happens. So there it is, very lightly dusted on. It does kind of create a nice like blushed contour. I think I may want to buff it in a little bit more. I'm going to take my Sculpt One brush and just work it in so it doesn't look like too much of just a just this like swoop stripe there. I think that works out actually quite nicely because for like a cruise spring summer collection, I feel like this gives you a nice reddish kind of like burnt look there. Oh, it's quite pretty. So there it is applied, and this is without, just as comparison. So with and without. And I think if I use a gentle hand, a light touch with this blush, which I'm not very good at because you guys know I go pretty heavy with blushes, but I think if I use a light hand with this blush, I can use it as regular, as blush on my cheeks all over. Ooh, I am just enamored with this golden sheen. Very subtle, but it's there. Oh, it's so pretty. All right, I'm going to apply some of their Balm Essentiel, the Chanel, it's like their highlighter stick. I'm going to apply some just to the tops of my cheekbones here, and this is the Sculpting shade. So this is the one that has just a very light kind of champagne shimmer to it, and I'm just going to go in with my finger here and just tap. Oof, so pretty. Isn't that gorgeous? It really looks like kind of a glowy, I've been out in the sun all day, kind of sweaty, sexy highlighter look. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and kind of fill in my brows and then we'll be back to play with that eyeshadow quad. I'm so excited. So here is a close look at this Mediterranean quad. And I should mention that this quad and those two blushes are labeled as limited edition, so I don't think they're part of Chanel's line. And if you guys have experience with Chanel, they are not a company that brings stuff back, no matter how popular it is. If it's limited edition, it is limited edition. Once it's gone, which is really depressing sometimes. But anyway, I just wanted to mention that. So here's a close look at the quad, and here are some swatches. And despite these shades looking fairly similar in the pan, they swatch with a really nice kind of breath of beigey shimmers. I really, really love these shades. They're very reminiscent of two of my favorite quads. One from Tom Ford, which is First Frost. That one has like a pinky shade in there, so it's a little bit different from this. And also the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter eyeshadows, the one in Star Aura. I love that one too, but that also has like a pinky peach shade in there. And this one doesn't. The closest I would say is this shade, which has a little bit of peachiness to it, but really not much. These are all a little bit more just sort of in that beige, champagne, taupey area, which I love, which I really live in. So I feel like this is a quad of one and done shadows. I'm so excited by this. Okay, so I have my Sonia G Blender Pro brush. I am going to go into this shade down here first. And these are all baked gelée shadows, and I was not that impressed with the Chanel Holiday Quad, which were also baked gelée shadows. Those didn't really, I don't know, those didn't feel very special to me, but swatching these, yeah, I think they got it right with this quad. Beautiful wash of color. Oh, it's so stunning, so beautiful. I'm gonna go into the deeper shade over here and use this on the outer corner. Isn't that so pretty? That's such a great Chanel shade. They're so good at doing that antique gold, that gold with just the teeny tiny smallest hint of like that, like an olive green where it makes like gold look like it's been antiqued. So gorgeous and blends out like a dream, blended right into that other shade like a dream. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm going to take my W21 brush from Esom and I'm going to grab some of this top left shade. I'm just going to use this to brighten up my inner corner there. And these Baked Gelée shadows, they're definitely on the softer side. I feel like they pick up really, really easily. Oh, so beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna wipe off that brush and go into this last shade up here. This is the lightest and brightest. And this one I would say has a little bit of micro glitter in there. So this one is the glitziest shade out of them all. Into the corner. And that one, like I was mentioning, with the micro glitters, I do see some fallout with that shade. With my Sonia G Pencil 2 brush, which is a bit of a chubbier pencil brush, I'm going to go back into this deeper shade here, and I'm going to drag that along my lower lash line. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and finish up this eye. I usually do both eyes at the same time. I think I just got so excited by this quad. I just did this one eye. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and do this eye and I'll be right back. Okay, last step. I'm gonna take my Esom V34 brush and just blend everything out, kind of soften all the edges. All right. Oh, wow. I'm so happy that this was not a letdown. I'm so happy that this worked out exactly how I thought it was. It looks gorgeous. I love the finish. There are obviously no matte shades in here. I just love all of these satin shimmery shades. I think they're just so, so gorgeous. And I think any of these shades would make a beautiful, like, one and done shadow all over the lid. Oh, I'm so excited for this one. Do I need to get a backup? Let me know down below in the comments section. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and apply some eyeliner, some mascara, and I'll be back to swatch these lip balms. So I got 2 of these new lip balms, number 912 Dreamy White and number 918 My Rose. So here's a close look at Dreamy White. And I got this because on the website, it was swatched on some models' lips and it looked like that creamy white. It didn't just look like it was clear, and it even looked like it had a little bit of a sheen. So I'm really excited. Here's a swatch of it on the back of my hand, which you probably won't be able to see, but that is Dreamy White. And then the other shade I got is 918 My Rose. Here's a close-up look at that. And here's a swatch of that shade, which also has a really, really subtle sheen to it. Just gorgeous. These actually remind me of their Rouge Coco Flash lipsticks, which are probably my favorite formula of theirs. So let me go ahead and swatch this Dreamy White. I'm so curious what this looks like on the lips. Ah, yes, this is exactly what I was hoping for. A little milkiness. The whiteness kind of like cools the lips down. It feels great. There is a little bit of a sheen. Oh, it's so pretty. I don't smell any fragrance, maybe just a little bit, but no fragrance really, which is even great. No taste whatsoever. Love it. Oh, okay. I'm not sure. I think these are limited edition. If these are, I think I may get a backup of this one because I love this so much. Let me wipe this off and we will apply the other one. All right, so 918 My Rose. And it was really hard to pick which shade to get. I think there's like 5 of these shades that are, you know, like a pinky coral. I think there's one that's like a little bit deeper. And I couldn't decide. Oh, so pretty. Just a kiss of color. Yeah, just a beautiful tinted balm. Feels great. No taste, no fragrance. Oh, so beautiful. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Like I mentioned, I think in my worst makeup of 2021, Chanel appeared in there. That holiday collection was definitely a letdown for me, but I feel like they made up for it with this collection. I'm so, so happy with it. I love all the products that I picked up. Oh, it's just gorgeous. This eyeshadow palette is gorgeous. Gorgeous. Anyway, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe down below if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next video.